Have you heard the song Stan by Eminem? You got this guy, you know, superstar, and then you've got this crazed fan, and that's Stan. So I'm not going to call him Frank Warren anymore, I'm going to call him Stan Warren.
Charlotte Daly with Male Sport Boxing. I'm joined by Eddie Hearn after the Joe Cordina fight. Now, Eddie, what did you make of that? I mean, some people were saying that it was particularly close and that it could have gone either way. What's your thought?
Yeah, I thought it was very close. I thought Joe won it by a round or two. Vasquez did very well, and Joe switched off a little bit in the back end of the fight. Tremendous fight. I mean, grueling fight, very high paced. But I felt Joe did enough to retain his belts tonight.
And that wasn't the only fight that kind of was headline grabbing. We had Ali, who, that was a bit of a war in and of itself. She came out victorious, she got her revenge. What did you make of that performance?
Yeah, very proud of her. I think it showed a lot of heart to take the fight. And, I know this week a lot of people were sort of a bit worried that it could be a repeat, but she kept her cool, she boxed well, she traded at times. And now I think she should fight for the world title. We've got a tremendous fight coming up in Los Angeles between Erica Cruz and Maylene Rivas. I think she should fight the winner. But there was a lot of pressure on her tonight, and a big win for her career.
100%. Adrian as well with the stunning knockout. I mean, that was sensational. I almost looked away for a second and missed it myself.
Yeah, I mean, I was pleased that Nonshinga was okay. We love Nonshinga, and last week a Mexican fighter on one of our cards, got stopped in the 12th round, was ahead on points, and they lost, obviously, a potential world champion. Tonight they gained one in stunning fashion, and he was an underdog coming into that fight, and that was a massive win for Mexico.
And now, I haven't caught up with you since it's come out. Frank Warren has had some things to say about you. I have to ask you for your reaction on that. What do you make of the comments he's been saying about you?
I think, obviously, when you've got, how can I put it? Have you heard the song Stan by Eminem? When he's writing to that guy, it's a bit like, he's my Stan. Do you know what I mean? So you got this guy, superstar, and then you've got this crazed fan, and that's Stan. So I'm not going to call him Frank Warren anymore, I'm going to call him Stan Warren. Dear Stan, that one. Yeah, I might even write him a letter.
And I was talking to Alex Krusek earlier, and we were talking about promoters' relationships and whether that can pose any difficulties in terms of making fights. Do you think there's any difficulty in terms of negotiations when it comes to Frank because of your relationship with him?
We deal with George Warren, really, and if George wants to make a fight, we'll get it made. I don't think we get on great. There's been a long rivalry for years and years and years. But I think also the rivalry has been good for boxing because it's driven us on to try and win. And without that competition, sometimes things can get a bit stale. So I think when there's a chance for them to make money, they'll always look to do it. And always the door's open to make any fights that are in the best interest of boxing.